Good evening, Zhiting, Hazel, Hao Shen, and Yibao. Will you be kind enough to turn on the camera, please? Thank you so much. Hello, Hazel. Nice to meet you. Hi, Hao Shen, Zhiting. 喂，两个宝贝，可以 turn on your camera 吗？谢谢。Okay, thank you so much. Okay, this is the first lesson of the month, right? So may I ask all of you now, is having holiday? Are you start holiday? Wow, sure, right? I told you, right? You better enjoy this holiday, all right? Even though you got some homework, right? Correct. For next year, so actually not really. You want to enjoy next year set 2. That one is a super long holiday already. But that is the one where my set 2 now this year, they are asking me whether should I take history, geography, and things like that. Anyway, just to update you, I know next week, Wednesday, I may want to change the time in the morning, okay? Because on Wednesday, I have a police duty from 3 p.m. to about 9 p.m. But if you guys are interested to see me live in Facebook, you can take a look, and I will be inside the live at Facebook in police for scamming. Excuse me, I'm not a scammer. I'm talking about anti-scam. So I'm not sure yet, but maybe we are doing some live in Facebook anti-scam, so you all can take a look. And please, if you come in, don't get disturb me. Ask me difficult and nasty question I cannot answer, I tell you. Especially Zhonghen, you say, what do you think about scammer? How do you get this scammer out? Do you have any things to do like the measurement? I tell you, we will invite Dr. Professor Zhonghen to talk about it. Okay, Hazel. Sorry, maybe you're new. Usually I like to warm up with my students here to get it to think like a freak. You know how to spell freak, right? Zhonghen, spell for her. Think like a freak. Hey, I just finished the book, no? Seriously, I just finished this book. Finally, think like a freak. No, this morning I brought my mommy to go for the cataract, to operate the eye. So of course, while waiting for her, I was reading this book. And very interesting. I intend to read the second time again. All right, it's really, I told you guys, right, to download this inside your PDF by Google, like think like a freak. How this Japanese guy ate 50 sausages within 12 minutes. And they are thinking of, Elon Musk is thinking of getting rid of the education system, which I quite totally agree. I told you, right, don't think like a Singaporean student, think like an international student. That today's the topic is about this. Ready? It's maybe a bit tough and dry, but may not be. All right, so let's go on to this one. Hazel, will you be kind enough to tell me which school are you from? Are you Express or IP or what? Thank you, Hazel.
I'm from Nanhua High School in Express.
老板，我听不到你那个什么 school？
Nanhua High School.
Nanhua High School. 南华。Oh, I think I have a few students for set 2. 你的师姐跟师兄。Okay, never mind. Okay, 南华. Okay. But I don't like your hair because your hair got more hair than me. 开玩笑。你看每个学生都这样，你看你自己看全部都是给他们看他们的头发故意的。你看洛琳啦、嘉龙啦、怡宝啦、浩璇啦、子婷啦、心远啦，只有中恒最乖的。我可以看他整个脸。Rolling Hazel. Uncle Raymond sometimes will talk about in Mandarin, in English, or even in Japanese, or even in French, or even in Malay, even in Tamil. So learning must be in a different manners. So this is what we are talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Ideologies and unemployment and cyber wellness, which is just like next week I will be attending these cyber wellness talks to all my residents in Yishun, which is in the Facebook Live. So the police officer, every week we will talk about cyber wellness. And recently, guess what? Oh my goodness, Rolling. This, in fact, social studies just over, right? O-level. It came out, no. It came out about fake news and cyber scammer, which I spotted again. Wow. Really, man? Oh my God, I tell you, they are, I'm a bit, can I use Rolling to use the Hokkien word called Hao Lian? You know what's Hao Lian? As proud as a peacock to show off, of course lah. So I sent to all my students. Sorry, Hazel, I just want to sell off my student. So I asked my son, B3 to A1, no problem. You know how most of them reply? Manageable, doable, very humble. Can do it, well done. And guess what? They came out the SRQ, which is you guys are, Hazel, you will be doing social study also in Sec3 and Sec4, right? So one of the topic talking about what? No, about fashions, about this, what do you call, whether this K-pop will take over by storm. You know, they are taking over the culture. And guess what? Recently, you know, right? The Korean got 150 people dies that are crushed in the street, right? 知道吗，若琳？浩轩, you know right? 浩轩 you know right? 子婷, you know not? 嘉荣, you know right? Now you see, you know, Zhonghen and Xingyan, Zhonghen. You know why they go there? No? Because of Halloween. So sorry, I'm being a bit sarcastic. So 真的变鬼了咯。那150个真的变鬼了。So Rolling, you might say, Uncle Raymond, you're very cold-blooded. How can you say that? I mean, sorry, I don't celebrate Halloween. Okay, he said, you know what is Halloween, right? 鬼节哦，我们华人有鬼节，我们的是华人企业整个月可是英国佬不是 ，sorry， not 英国佬 ，sorry， 外国佬，他们就一天啊。Do you know what is the purpose of Halloween? Did I mention to you before? Did I mention you? Do you know why there is a Halloween day? How Xuan, you know? Yeah, one of my good top scholar. Come on, don't know. 子婷，我不要看天花板呢，不要这样呢。Sorry, Hazel. I know this is the first lesson. This is me. If you can get used to me, that means you have to get used for the rest of the one whole year. If you cannot get used to me, I'm so sorry you have to get along. Because you are not my student. You are my leaders. So I talk to leaders. I don't talk to students. Okay, Halloween, the ideologies that we are talking about here, Halloween is actually celebrating all the dead people. You know, right? Xingyan. Ziting, you don't like? Yeah, Ziting, I can see your full face. So nice. Don't go back again. Don't go back. I say purposely what I say. Hazel, now you understand why? Everyone would like to show their hairstyle to me. I tell you, Zhonghen, next lesson, I'm going to dye my hair in red color. I'm going to put on my red color hair. Must show Hong, Qing, Lü, Bai, Wang. Okay. Okay. So Halloween now is what I'm going to talk about ideologies. So since we talk about this one later, we will move on. What is ideologies first? Okay. Now I would like you to know that ideologies is something to do with this. Let's go. Rolling later. Remind me to talk about this Halloween, about how you feel about this Halloween, okay? All right. Honestly, Xingyan and 嘉荣又是给我看天花板这两个宝贝整天给我看天花板，万天哎呦，okay, 嘉荣 later you let me know what is your ideologies about this Halloween, okay? Okay, Hao Xuan, are you okay for your mind to read the first one? What is the definition of ideology?
An ideology is a set of beliefs or philosophies which are attributed to a person or a group of persons, especially it's held for reasons that are not purely epistemic, in which practical elements are as prominent as theoretical ones.
Thank you so much. Hazel, you please, for goodness sake, you're Sec 1 now, right, this year, right? Please, your mindset have to change now to move to Sec 2. Starting on 1st of November, the moment you took your report book, I always tell my student when I was an ex-teacher before, and also a discipline teacher and counselor. The moment I told my student, once you take your final year report book, you move on to the next chapter of your life already. Don't go and stagnate there. I'm still Sec 1. No, it's just like next time your children, when the moment they took their PSLE result over, after the exam, means they are moving to the next stage. Don't stagnate there. Okay, remember that you must move on already. Okay. So the ideology is that's your ideology. See, I'm telling you why is it ideology, because you have a set of your own mind. Sorry, children, I'm not against Luo Lei, I'm not against Ziting and Hazel and Jiarong. You know, 100 years ago, 你们女人的地位是没有用的，对不对？ In fact, now, certain country 的女人地位是没有用的。我真的不明白他们的想法是怎样。Alright, 洛雷，你懂什么叫重男轻女 right? You know what I mean? 重男轻女 Don't know Mommy, please. Okay, you know what is 重男轻女 You want to carry the dog out. Sorry, my dog is behind me, sorry. Okay, Hazel, do you know the meaning of 重男轻女
Yeah, it's favoring the male over the female.
Yeah, as if the male all born from stone, born from the sky, the stock fly and then deliver the baby to the household. 女人没有用男人不是女人生的咩 So what I'm saying, this is their ideology. Now you get it. I'm really starting my lesson. So ideology is that you have to think foresight, hindsight, insight, and your these not bad side, your hindsight, foresight, insight, and foresight and insight. That means you have to think far. What is ideology about? What people think of why 100 years ago the woman's status is not there? Why? Simply because what? Anyone can answer me, Zhonghen? Or maybe Jiarong, why do you think 100 years ago, sorry, I really pity our great-grandmothers. Or their generation is very poor. My mama, Jiarong, my mom is the one. She was actually formerly from MGS, MGS, this girls' school. After study for 3 years plus, she had to go back and work, and then let the brothers to study. Well, not fair. My mother-in-law also the same thing, right? But you see, guys, Ruoling, Hazel, Ziting, Jiarong, you're lucky, you born in this century, to this era, that you got everything as what the men and the boys can get. 对吗, Hazel? Imagine you take time machine and go back, the ideology is different. I got my reason. Jiarong, what do you think? Why you think that last time people, their ideologies, their thinking is like that? Back to you, Jiarong.
What?
Did you hear my question?
No.
为什么以前100年前那些人的思想这么是重男轻女的呢？ They are my grandma and your grandma. They, who is the they?
The parents.
Okay, very good. Well done.
Isn't well educated.
Nonsense. They are also very educated people, but 重男轻女，对吗？ Agree 的。Jiarong, agree?
Yeah.
Actually, Hazel, we are starting our comprehension passage already, Okay? Use the 8W and 1H. Why, when, who, what, so no 5W and 1H. If your teacher teach you 5W and 1H, you can throw away. Jiarong, yeah, you are right, The parents thinking, you have to put this. Uncle Raymond, I think there are a few groups of people who at that time feel that woman is very inferior complex, very inferior. You know it's inferior, right? Very low status. Number one are those people who are very high class and rich. Okay, we have property. Must give the boy one, girl cannot take. 因为女人是嫁出去泼出去的水，鸡蛋糕。第二个是 very educated people, but they feel that guys should be educated. The third one is very uneducated people. That one 不要讲Lorraine, correct not? The uneducated one. But you realize, can you all know, Uncle Raymond like to use acronym SSD. 中文 write down, SSD stand for slowly, surely, and definitely. Today, ladies and gentlemen, 2nd of November 2022, we have a breakthrough of this ideology. And this ideology is, are you ready? Yibao, read the next one. You see, I'm linking my story, so I hope you understand. Yibao,
what is ideology? In simple terms, an ideology is a set of opinions or beliefs of a group or an individual. Very often, ideology refers to a set of political beliefs or a set of ideas that characterize a particular culture. Capitalism,
Correct, my dear. You read correctly.
Communism, socialism, and Marxism are ideologies, but not all
Ism.
words are.
Okay, very good. Thank you. You read well. So Hazel, don't mind. Today I attack you because you're new. I want to help you. The rest doesn't mean you're not important. So Hazel, you might think, Uncle Raymond, what the hell? What Jiarong say and what you say about the women in the past, what could you do with capitalism, communism, socialism? Yes, they are. Now you have to understand that all these capitalism, communism, socialism, and Marxism are what you're going to read, you're going to study next year in Sec2 history, as well as in real life social study, as well as if you are doing history for Sec3, as well as you're doing political science, or even in your A level in your university. Hazel, when you come here to study, when you come here to learn from Uncle Raymond, I'm not interested to pass you for Sec2. I'm only interested, my leader, like all of you here, is to go for university. I don't give a damn, sorry, that you say, Uncle Raymond, I just finished O level, then please don't come in. Okay? Because 每个父母亲在听在这边都希望你们要进大学。Okay? I don't care, by who or by who, you must go to university. I have an argument recently with my children. 读大学是没有用，找不到工作。 不一定可以找到好一份工作 ，not true 啊。Okay, there are many types 啊。Okay, I know some job like doctors, engineers, architects, bankers, lawyer. My favorite dream job to be a lawyer. You need a degree. Okay, in fact, next year I'm going for my third degree again. So study 所谓活到老学到老 lifelong learning, learn, relearn, and unlearn. So this is my ideology, and I always believe okay, Hazel, I got 3 children I got 2 boys and 1 girl. 我最疼的就是我女儿。Okay, I can even sacrifice one of my son for my daughter life. That's how I go how far. Okay, and I'm very protective. And I always say, as a police officer, I tell you, if I ever catch a molester or rapist, good luck to them. If I can kill them, I will kill them. That's me alone. Okay, because I feel that seriously, 一个女人的清白是很重要。So this is how I'm very protective. And from young, I've been taken care by my mom, who's a widow, who take care of me, and my grandma, and my wife. When I was down, my wife went through a lot of things for me. A lot of shit in my life. She cleared for me. So that's very important. And my godparents and my godmom. So I very respect women. And I don't allow men to lay a single hand and beat a woman. Wow, that's it, man. I have cases like that when I was doing my police duty. Okay, 老公打老婆，老公喝醉酒 drunk, then go to the house and beat out. I tell you, I will tell my officer, sir, can I don't go in? Why? If I go in, I'll take the baton and whack the husband. After it will be stopped. They say you better stay out. Okay, I cannot take it, seriously. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand this capitalism. I'm going to explain to you because it's linked. Why I suddenly bring out this topic, and later we'll bring out about the Halloweens. So, ladies and gentlemen, capitalism, you must take note. You say, hey, hello, don't tell me you are set 1 and set 2. No, I really tell you, all these words you die must remember. Capitalism is Americans. It's like Singapore. It's like British. It's like Canada. It's like this country in Europe. Capitalism is called laissez-faire. That means you do import and export. You can sell any damn thing. That means you allow privatization. Private 就是私人公司. That means you and your husband can start a company called 泡泡茶. Okay, so 乖乖泡泡茶, for example, right? So Hazel, you and your husband can start a business of shoe business. Okay, maybe you can sell shoe. Like Charles, you heard of Charles and Keith? You heard of Charles and Keith now? Very famous one. You go, you ask Charles and Keith was actually an ex-student for my school. Okay, he did not study very well, but slowly he earned a living. Okay, not everyone's are good in study. Let's be honest, right? Thomas Edison was not good in study in the beginning, but it takes. That's why I use the word SSD, slowly, surely, and definitely. And Hazel, don't every time blame yourself. I'm no good. You are not 100% to be blamed. You are blamed only certain percentage, maybe 50%. The other 50% is you have to blame other thing. 三国演义, 诸葛亮, 曹操, 刘备, 关羽, 张飞. They always like to blame certain things and they are blame themselves. Not true, no. 关羽要去打仗的时候，他怪他没有能力，不好，没有照顾他的嫂子，对吗？ But sometimes you have to understand the situation, the environments. Don't self-blaming. Don't take the 100% blame. Recently, I just realized that, Zhonghen and Xingyuan. Okay, Yibao. Recently I realized that, I don't know about you. Last week you went for your camp, right? So sure in the camp got people, but no, it's Yibao, do one, no, not me, all these things. I in my boot camp or any camp, I tell you, it's a teamwork. Okay, it's not individuals. So this is what I mean, the ideology. Why I purposely choose November as ideology is because you are preparing for your next level. Okay, so capitalism is people who are like United States who allow privatizations, like Charles and Keith privatizations. That means 自己私人公司. That means you are allowed to start your own business. Where else communism and socialism and Marxism cannot allow the privatization. So Hazel, are you from China?
My mom is from China.
Your parents are from China, right? Sorry, I love China history. Seriously, 唐宋燕明清 because my surname 是宋，so 是宋朝岳飞包拯的时代。Okay, but then I don't like communism. Okay, let's be fair. Then Uncle Raymond, then how come China got this Bank of China, got Alibaba lah, got Tencent lah? Why all these things? Yes, they allowed so-called semi-privatization, but Hazel is controlled by government. Wait, I'm very confused. Isn't it capitalism also got government control? Bread Talk, we are talking about Uniqlo, we are talking about Cotton On, we're talking about Adidas, Nike, different. Okay, socialism and Marxism is not. Marxism is the person who develop ideas to allow equality, 人人平等，一视同仁. So that is why China allowed the ladies to work. During Nazism, Germans, they don't allow women to work. They allow women to give birth and that's it, be wife. And that's why Germany, World War II, sayonara. Later, they realize it, they bring the women. Americans, capitalism, same thing. All peoples are equal, liberty. That's why US, the economy boom, when the men go to war, the girls do the infrastructures like that, industrial helping out the industry and things like that. Now you understand. So when the time then communism also during World War II, the ladies play a very important part in the China history to develop. So people start to get, because during the imperialism, during the Qing dynasty, the Qing, the last dynasty of China, and the previous dynasty, okay, I cannot take it now. Hazel, you know, there's those Qing dynasty, 他把那女孩子的脚绑到很小，你懂吗？3寸金莲。Their legs are very small. You ask your mommy, that daddy will know already, right? 中文 you know, right? You know about 他的脚很小个啊。How they do catwalk, I don't know. She'll fall down. They do model catwalk, right? 而且他们的脚很臭的嘞，他绑到很小个。By the way, Hazel, they got this comprehension passage came out, no, about this foot tying, their leg very small. It's so small, it's like your palm size. How to walk, Hazel? You know, in other countries, they put a lot of ring on their neck, right? So their neck very long, right? Correct. Some of them put their ear loop very big. This is their culture, their value, the traditional. To me, sorry, it's very sexist. Okay, I'm so sorry. And next thing, you realize that the Muslims like to cover their ladies, right? Everything, right? Cover their head. I call them Darth Vader Star Wars sister. Hello, excuse me, you speak to me? Where is your brother, Darth Vader? He's not here. Sorry, it's very sarcastic. I dare to say that, Hazel, because 1/3 of my relatives are Muslim. Okay, so when I discuss with my stepbrothers about these Islamic things, Muslim, I ask, hey, how come? So the girls who are covering themselves, Ruo Ling, Jia Rong, Ziting, Hazel, because they are staying in Saudi Arabia, desert, so they have to protect their face. Okay, I cannot take it, Hazel. Recently, a lot of fashion 女孩子穿了短短那个衣服，短短那个裤子好像破到很多洞，我以为是丐帮，你懂丐帮吗？峨眉少林丐帮，beggar set. Maybe then my daughter and some of my goddaughter will say, 哎呦，你真的是很 old fashion 呢，你的 ideology 现在是 new fashion。洛琳，我不懂你们是怎么穿什么衣服出门的啦。Okay, I cannot take it 咯。你去 aerobic 不是你你去 aerobic 就去 aerobic， 还穿到那个要穿那个 bra 在外面穿。Then I know, can't you just go to the gym there and change? My students say no, very troublesome. As if people don't know you're going to gym. Sorry, so Hazel, you might think, Uncle Raymond, you're very old fashioned. 你真的老套呀，对对 ，I'm very old fashioned. Okay, nothing wrong. Okay. I know molester will not just molest people, girls who dress very scantily or nicely. If a molester have a thinking to molest some girl, they don't care how you dress. Let's be honest. Okay. But this is Uncle Raymond thinking. You see, that is a very simple. Look here, what is ideal in simple? My belief, my thoughts, my opinions. You see, get it now. So same thing. You know, Muslim cannot eat raw country because it's pork. And then you know the Hindu cannot eat beef. That is got to do, you see. Now you understand. This topic is very wide and huge. And one of the comprehension passage talk about this mommy forced the daughter to tie the foot until he's so fed up he want to rebel also. Can you imagine, Luo Lin? Imagine that time your mommy asks you to tie the foot, you rebel. So, 哇，你这个女儿不孝啊，我把你赶出门了，对吧？现在你妈咪叫你做一点东西 ，Let's be honest, all of you are not just Luo Lin. You ask it so, then why? How come? Why must I do this? Correct or not? 100 years ago, your great-grandmother got no chance to say like that. No, the moment they say like that, they'll get slapped, they get beaten, they get punished. Now you understand. I hope all of you, the 4 girls here, continue to bring the essence of the role model as a leader. You know, right? A lot of the world leaders are now women, right? We don't talk about we don't talk about the last Prime Minister of England, The lady, the shortest prime minister in history, 44 days. And you know what? Yi Bao, Ziting, Hao Xuan. This lady, after 44 days, every year she will get 118,000 pounds until she retired, or no, until she sayonara, she died. Damn sure, And imagine Luo Ling, Xing Yuan, and Hazel, and Ziting, and Hao Xuan, you are paying the tax. You are paying this prime minister who do 44 days, and every year you got $118,000. Something must be wrong with the system. And recently I heard of who is it? Sir Benson, right? Want to challenge our Mr. Shanmugam about death penalty, right? You know about this thing? You know about this? Right. Then I watched TikTok, this very so-called gangster Abing. Hey, come on now. You don't go and solve your problem in your country. Don't go and tell Singapore. And honestly, my ideologies is that Singapore must have death sentence for trafficking of drugs. You know about Opium War? You know 鸦片战争吗 Hazel? You know why China lost Hong Kong and Macau? 就是因为那个战争，那个鸦片。中国，你懂香港以前是中国的。Before 1997, 香港是 belongs to British, right? 为什么呢？因为我们的祖先给这些老外给他们吃鸦片，吃到他国家那个香港给英国，那个澳门给葡萄牙。Hey, hello, you want history repeat itself? Because of Opium War, 他们叫我们华人东亚病夫。Hello, Hazel, you want your next generation to be worse than you? And then you go ahead, Now you understand what I mean? So this is what ideology is about. The Western, this is recording. Okay, so whatever I speak, this is for my ideology, my thinking. The Western, nothing wrong. Human rights 是对的。Then very funny, Zhong Han, they talk about human rights. How come 200 years ago they got slavery? How come got slavery? You tell me. You tell me lah. And now the Indian become the what is his name? What is his name? Rashid Sunak, right? The first Indian prime minister in Britain. People also not happy with them. Hazel, 这句话讲的没有错，风水轮流转。听过这句话哈？ So this is, you are born in the right era, no? Ladies and gentlemen, all of you, you are born in the right timing, the right era. If I were to, there's a time machine to bring you back to 100 years later ago, in like what Singapore and this China, you will tell you, well, thank God, Uncle Raymond, I'm born now. I'm here in 2020. I heard from my mom, during the British colonies, your teacher will not tell you all this. A young teacher will never tell you this, okay? During the British colony, before World War II, British was very, atas, very proud, because they are the master. Chinese or non-British or non-whites cannot enter a restaurant to eat in the Western food. Okay? Well, can you imagine you and me walk in and say, excuse me, this is for British people. You, the yellow skins, are not allowed to come in. Wow, Rolling. How? Now different, Now we open Western food that are more come to eat in our restaurant. You can feel a very serious tone now. Hao Xuan, Ziting, and all of you. You can feel. Why? Because I'm going to bring to the next one. You can feel that ideology is simply a set of belief. If this belief is misinappropriate, good luck. So when you're reading your comprehension passage, your belief you must put yourself into that person's position. It comes from the Greek meanings, the study of ideas. Hey, excuse me, the study of ideas, no, not the understanding of ideas. Be fun, The study of ideas means you take a very long time to study, then you can understand. True not? If I tell you a maths that you never learned before, let's say dy, dx, differentiation. Understand now? I do this thing. Can you imagine you teach your son, 5 years old, half base times height? Ready? I understand what is half base times height, but how do you get this? Then you have to study, right? Like taking the example, the explanations, all right, correct, and you do some practices. That is called the study. Get it now? Okay. Every word you have to have a definitions. You must read that. I'm so sorry. Maybe Hazel, some of your teacher will have the time to explain this in detail. By right, you're supposed to do that. Why? Let's move on. Now, people can have more than one ideology. For example, there are religious, personal, and professional ideologies. Very simple. That's why I come to this. Ready? Halloween. Okay? Halloween, take note of today. Now, Halloween is actually, to me, it's very commercial. 就是怎么讲啊 for commercial 就是做生意的 marketing. All right. Now, on the 31st of October, they so-called celebrate Halloween, which is for all the dead people. 对吗 Hazel? Halloween is for dead people 吗 Correct. 对吗 But do you know on the 1st of November, you can Google it, it's called the All Saints Day. Okay. Now this All Saints Day, sorry, I type only the T. All Saints Day is only for us. Ladies and gentlemen, Uncle Raymond is a Catholic. A Catholic is a religion that believes in that Jesus was born. Hey, please excuse me, Hazel. Sorry, I'm not here to sell you about Christianity. I'm telling you the ideology. I don't, please, even though I come from a Christian school, of course I do teaching in Bibles and all these things, but this is not, I'm not telling all of you to be Christian, please. I need to explain to you. So I don't, okay, my younger son, say, Daddy, can I have a pumpkin? Then I say, WTF? For what? I said, I want to do Halloween. Sorry, over my dead body. Then now he's telling me, Daddy, can I have Thanksgiving? So excuse me, man, I'm not American, please. Thanksgiving Day. Okay, so you see, there's a different ideologies. You have to understand the American and the British is a bit different. Okay, so that's my opinion, my ideology. So come back to this. You see, the religions are very important. The belief. If you do wrongly, you can create what? No, Hazel, WAR, war. Okay, so I always tell my students, if you are doing this kind of political science or social study, religion is the most important because people can die for religions. True, no? Seriously, one religion can have 10 different races, 对吗? Right? As a Christian, you can be a Chinese Christian, you can be a Malay Christian, you can be an Indian Christian, you can be an Amor Christian, you can be a Negro Christian, correct? So religions bring that togetherness. Wow, that's called ideology. And but you know what? Halloween is all the dead people because Catholic believe that Jesus is born in Mary, Mother Virgin Mary. So Mother Virgin Mary, because Mary did not have sex with Joseph, that's why it's virgin. And God so-called give the power to Mary to give birth to Jesus. But because at that time, you see the different ideology, if a woman's pregnant without marrying, it's wrong, right? 对吗? 嘉荣，子婷对不对? You know, 100 years ago, 如果你那个女孩子没有结婚，你生孩子就是不道德，对吗？对吧? It's no good, right? But now, very common. So cannot, right? So the God have to put Joseph as Jesus' father. So Catholic believe in the Holy Family. The father Joseph, the mother Mary, and baby Jesus. That's called the Holy Family. That is what Catholic believe. And Catholic will do this. You stand up and do this. Only Catholic. That's my ideology. But other Christian will not do this. They'll say amen. Get it? So there's a difference. So to some, they don't like Catholic. That's why they call all Halloween days. So on the 1st of November, it's all the same days. I'm seriously. Why should we, for my opinion, my ideology, why should I celebrate people die? We should celebrate people on All Saints, right? Correct or not? Like some of you come from Christian school, like St. Michael, St. Peter, St. Thomas, St. Luke. These are all the disciples, the Jesus 的徒弟. Because they got saint like Mother Teresa. I tell you, Mother Teresa is one of the saints to me. There are a lot of nice stories. I always, when during my VIA time or CCE time, if I'm doing relief for the class, I will share Mother Teresa's story. It's so touching. It's so beautiful. When I was being baptized, when I heard this story in St. Joseph Institution by one of the priests, friar brother, I really broke down and cried. It's how touching this story is, and it's true story. So, ladies and gentlemen, first you have to understand the whole structures of this ideology is all drilled down to religions, to different ideologies. Like just how somebody read communism, capitalism, Marxism. It's all in order to get rid of imperialism. Imperialism 就是皇帝，因为国王嘛，都是皇位，都是男孩子。But Britain is different. Britain, the imperials, the royal family is different. So next, a political ideology is just a set of beliefs regarding how a government should work. So now you understand why, just like I mentioned, the Halloween, we do not take it as it is, but people take it as a marketing to sell product. And guess what? The Korean, okay, is mostly a Christian, and of course they are this. But some of them, if you can see, usually when you go down, Catholic for us, for me, I will not walk down the street and put on treats or treats. You know, like knock on the door, they dress like a ghost, knock on the door, you give me candy, if not, I will do something to you. We cannot practice this. Listen. Now you understand the power of the ideologies of religion is so strong. Seriously, you know why now people got terrorism? And I hate to say this, why must be the Malay or the Islam terrorist? A terrorist can be all kinds of race. True not? In China, there are a group of people who are also terrorizing the Chinese because they feel that the Chinese government has taken away their religions. Correct not? The Ural, right? In one of the Xinjiang there, right? Correct not? This question came out in one of the Nanhua. Was it in the Nanhua Sec4 O-level exam paper? You're from Nanhua, right? Right, Nanhua, that means correct. Your Sixiong, they just completed 2 of the students in Nanhua. I'm not sure you know them, Xing Chen and Qiao Xing. Okay, Sec4 student. One of them is in dance, one of them is NCC. I don't know what is a CCA. So they just completed. And your school came out this question about the China, Xi Jinping, right, was sitting down with a globe, like an earth. Then the behind person was struggling, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so now you understand ideology is very important because it changes your mindset. It can turn the history, you know. It can turn the history. Can you imagine, like, one day your sons want to go for that school or go for the CCA, go for that tuitions, or want to buy something. You and your husband or you and your wife may have different set. Never mind how Zhongwen. Can you imagine? I always use this ideology. So your wife is a doctor, okay? Your mom. Then at night, your son Zhongwen and Hao Xuan and Xingyan and Yibao. Your son want to eat ice cream at night. That is 10 p.m. Want to eat ice cream, but your wife say no problem because the weather is hot and it's good to take an ice cream to cool down. Nothing wrong, But your mom said cannot. So late already cannot eat ice cream. After that, he will go diarrhea. All these things. Hey, hello, Zhongwen. Xingyan, Yibao, and Hao Xuan, who you listen? Your wife or your mom? If you listen to your wife, your mom say 你这个不孝子，对吗？ You listen to your mom, your wife say 你今晚跟我睡客厅，哦，怎么办？对吗？所谓公说公有理，婆说婆有理，其中道理在哪里 ？Ideology. Very simple. I teach you a very simple thing. I encounter these things in my life also. My student, when I counseling student, okay, cyberbullying, bullying, very simple. Always, children, listen to 2 sides of story. And always when you make judgments, must be impartial. That's why I very respect 包拯、包青天、公正、平等。Okay, 很重要，要诚实 honest. Honesty is the best policy. So you can explain to your wife, you're not wrong. But in my opinion, okay, remember our son, if we eat ice cream, we'll got cough next day, which my mom also agreed. So what do you think? Why not we maybe replace ice cream with other product? But if you insist our son to eat ice cream, please remember what is the consequence. Correct or not? Since you are a doctor, you know what kind of medicine to give it to him. 对吗? Right? Then you explain to your mom. I already explained to my wife, that is your daughter-in-law. So she insists if any consequences, she will take charge. But 你妈妈心疼吗？宝贝孙子，对不对？ Right? So 这样 then 你就跟他讲，妈咪，别担心 we'll watch and see how. Right? So 你不要讲 no， 妈咪你不懂啦，你老了啦，你走开啦，你不要 hey, don't ever say that, I tell you. I'm so sorry, Luolin and the girls. Hao Xuan, a wife can be replaced, a husband can replace. You can't replace your mom. In fact, your wife or your husband has to respect your mom. Period. Full stop. Don't argue with me. If you look at 岳飞、孔子、孟子, okay, the mama 都是这样的. So please, okay. So we talk about definitions of ideology. At least you get the idea, because later we got to ask you to come up with pictures about how you feel your ideology. Now, next, what is cyber wellness? Back to you, Xingyan.
Cyber wellness refers to the positive well-being of Internet users. It involves an understanding of the norms of
Appropriate. 就是 you know what is appropriate, right?
yes,
Manageable. Okay, appropriate.
responsible behavior with regards to technology use, as well as knowledge, skills, values, and attitudes on how to protect oneself and other Internet users in the cyber world. What are the correct aspects of cyber wellness?
So Xingyan, now you are a police officer. Huh? You are the biggest police officer in the whole entire Singapore police force. You're the big boss. So you need to use your ideology, right, to implement how to attack those scammer and hacker, right? Correct? Or even the terrorists to attack the cyber. You know, terrorists can use cyber wellness, cyber internet security, cyber world to attack people, right? To take out the money, all this. What is the best way to stop these people? Back to you, Xingyan. Or to deter them. Start with C, end with N. Inside got G. Ziting, what is the word? Hao Xuan, what is the word? Hazel, Yibao, Ruoling, Jiarong, and Zhonghen. Please help Xingyan. If within 1 minute you cannot help Xingyan, Xingyan have to copy this passage on 100 times. So Ruoling say, okay, I don't want to tell him. I know. Let him correct copy 100 times. Sorry?
Start with C, ends with N.
Inside got G.
What's the previous sentence that you say?
Cannot say already. Too bad. Okay lah, I tell you lah. Okay, first of all, let's say this who Xingyan is a police commissioner, 最大的警官. So you need to implement a policy to stop hacker and scammer. What is the things that he need to do? Back to you, all of you. Yes, come on, start with C, end with N. N for nose, Inside got G. Hazel. Anyone? Visual graphic text. That's one of the hint. Using the PRATA, purpose, reliability, audience, tagline, and a list of 8W and 1H. Jiarong. Start with C. Please, don't go and Google it. Don't play cheat. Don't play cheat. 不要笑笑. Ziting. Yes, Jiarong. Ziting. Hao Xuan. Oh, you send to the class, please. Rolling. Send to the class. Send the words to the class, Rolling. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Come on. Campaign. 对吗? The first thing you have to come up campaign, which is the advertisement, using the social media, using the mass media, remember? So, Xingyan, the only way to stop scammers and all these things are using campaigns. Different campaigns like putting the advertisement. If some of you are staying in HDB flat, you know, right? At your lift landing there's this electronic board where they show you different activities. Don't get scammed, or even a guy, a policeman pointing there. You'll be watched and things like that, right? Hazel? See? No, sorry. I like to teach things in real life to put it into academic. I'm not those teachers who like to just teach academic but not related to real life. No point. No point you get A1 in academic, but you're F9 in the real world, because you are facing the real world. Okay, so that is why cyber wellness, like by studying this, you need a series of campaign to bring out the cautiousness. Correct. The 3A. You must alert people. You must create attention and awareness. Is it visual graphic text? Right. Correct now. Well done, Sir Luolin campaign. Now, what campaign are we talking about? You see, respect for self and others and safe and responsible use and positive peer influence. So these are the three things. But there's more than that. Okay, this is just an example. Number one, respect for self other piece. That means you must know your password. You cannot end up give your password. Safe and responsible. So when you are checking your handphones or checking anything or your email, privacy. Okay, and positive peer influence means that you must not sabotage your friends through your internet, like cyberbullying or talking nonsense or taking pictures. That is very I don't like to use the very unacceptable. Okay, I put it as a nice one, unacceptable. You know, like some people sometimes post things very insensitive. So don't do that. And don't ever do this. How to make a bomb. Don't ever type this. How to make a bomb. How to make a bomb. The third day you know how to make a bomb, somebody will ding dong your house. Excuse me, can I see Hazel, please? Example, you know why? Because your IP will be tracked by the SPF, Singapore Police Force. Don't you think we don't know? I'm telling you, as a police officer, don't play. Don't go ahead for fun and laughter, just think, oh no, I just want to check because my school got this project, please. Hello, don't bluff me. A school will never teach you how to make a bomb unless, oh, I'm coming from the school of terrorists because I make a bomb there, I bomb myself. That's it. The Ip Man. Where you come from? Where you made from? I don't know. You check my ass. It say made in China. You know, there's this Ip Man's. This is the person who's talking to the dummy. I can't remember what is the name. There's a name for it. Sorry. Okay. Why is cyber wellness important? Okay, this is very important that when I was doing my duty, Hazel, I saw an old lady came to the police stations and showed me her bank book. She was being scammed 450,000. So I thought it's $450. Then I count the zero. What the hell? $450,000? I was like, I thought I see wrongly. I bring the bank book to the other officer. Hey, is this correct? Yeah. My goodness. How can a old lady scam $450,000? It's nearly $500,000, 对吗，嘉荣? Right, Xinyan. So, okay, let's go. May I have Jiarong? Please read.
Three principles of cyber wellness. Respect for self and
No, here. You can start from this one. Sorry.
Why is cyber wellness important? It involves an understanding of online behavior and awareness of how to protect oneself in cyberspace. The focus on
Cyber wellness.
Cyber wellness is about helping students to become responsible digital learners. When navigating cyberspace, students should demonstrate respect for self and others and practice safe and responsible use.
Okay, I checked already. You know, my Set 2 boy asked me, Uncle Raymond, which is going for Set 3. Uncle Raymond, I want to do part-time, can or not? I checked already. 15 years and above in Singapore can work. If you really want to work in McDonald's, then you come and tell me. I can ask. I can introduce you to my friends who are the manager in McDonald's. But my advice is enjoy 2 years. And if you want to do part-time job, only certain big organization will employ 13 years old to 14 years old. For goodness sake. Sorry, I'm just waving to the Grab person who just put the food outside my house. So for goodness sake, if you receive any phone to say that, hey sir, interested to work now? They say, yeah. But I underage, no problem lah. You can one. I just ask you to do simple thing, okay? But now, hey sir, before I give you this job, you must deposit $200. If they say this, you can bye-bye, block the person, scammer. No jobs will ask you, nobody will ask you to pay a deposit of $200. If you are not sure, any one of you, WhatsApp Uncle Raymond, okay? Simple as that. Uncle Raymond, true or not? You 这种事吗？没有啊。No such thing. And then don't do stupid thing. Okay, since you cannot give me 200, can you show me your IC now? Take a picture and give me your IC. Don't be a clown. Don't be a clown. Okay, don't do this type of thing. Don't give your ID or even your deposit. Okay, please. Okay, I received a lot of this calling. 这里是公安局打来的，这里是警察局打来。This is the Ministry of Health. You know what I say to them, 若琳，你去死吧。Go and die. 你去死吧。我要你1000块，我给你1万块，这么多不用了，那个是鬼钱啊，阴钞 ，the ghost money， 7月我才烧给你。So be careful 啊。Because this is cyber wellness. Take note of helping students. If your friend say, "Hey, come on, Hazel, got this thing," don't be gullible, don't be naive. Always check with your parents. I know. I'm so sorry, children, all of you here. Hao Xian, Ziting, and all of you, Yibao, all of you. I know sometimes you may not want to communicate with your parents, and when you talk to your parents, say, you see, what you do this year? No. Like recently, my son saying, "Well, Daddy, I cannot study this subject." You know what I tell them, Rolly? As long all your 4 subjects, primary 4, you got 50 marks pass, I'm very happy. I asked him, which mommy, daddy will ask their own child 50 marks so happy? So the tuition teachers thought I go crazy. I thought you are the foster father of your sons. You know, I'm the real father, of course. But you see, even that my demand is 50 marks. If you want to score more, that is your own, right? Correct. Right? If your Chinese is no good, example, your Chinese is no good. If I say your father say, no, you must score 90 marks. 这你不是准备要你的孩子去自杀了 You see? So now you understand, you cannot blame 100% yourself. You must blame the environment, the person, because you're still below 21. Even the adult like myself, I cannot take 100%, especially the COVID situation like this. Okay? You cannot, 你没有10全，没有完全完美，你也没有10全10美，有9全9美就已经很好了。不要做到10全10美。Don't be a perfectionist. Your life will be damn FML. You know what's FML? Okay, don't be that. Seriously, don't force yourself. If you cannot do it, open your mouth. You see, that's ideology already. And then don't be a clown when someone say, "Oh, you got a very nice face. I need a model. Can you take a picture?" Do you know there's this thing called Photoshop? They can put your picture there and now your face can be in a porno website. I'm telling you right to your face now. Don't be a clown and don't ever do that. Okay? Don't be so gullible. You know what's the meaning of gullible, right? 不要天真and very childish. Okay, don't be gullible. Well, next, can I move on? Okay, so take note about this cyber wellness importance. Always protect yourself. Okay, back to you. Hazel, can you read to the class, please? What is the meaning of cyberbullying?
Cyberbullying is bullying that takes place over digital devices like cell phones, computers, and tablets. Cyberbullying can occur through SMS, text, and apps, or online in social media, forums, or gaming where people can view, participate in, or share content.
Very nice voice. Very good voice, but you do not have the tonality. You know what's tonality? Okay. We have a vision for tomorrow. Nice, huh? You don't sing like that. We have a vision for tomorrow. The can it be? 对吗? Let it go, let it go. Wow. 你笑什么笑？我声音很好听嘞。春去春回来，花谢花回。你不要看，春去春回来，恭喜恭喜恭喜你呀！三人来，哦你来。那若琳在喝水，我不要唱，等一下那个水全部喷出来。Hazel, you need the tonality. Don't worry. If someone say to you, Hazel, can you don't read like this? I'm more like that. Okay, don't. You know why? You don't own your living. You don't own your life to your friends. Okay, you have to read it. Cyberbullying is bullying that takes place over digital devices like cell phones, computers, and tablets. If you were to hear Hao Xian, okay, I like the way he read like that. As if you read at Jia Rong also. Okay, if you read at Ziting, you might find initially her voice is very dull, but you can read them. Because Ziting depends on the mood. She happy, she'll read very well. She not happy with me, she don't feel like reading well. Right, Ziting? That's her, but I'm okay. But don't forget, Hazel and all of you, okay, only Hazel and Hao Xian may not be taking the the oral exam. But all of you are taking oral, for goodness sake, the teacher is the first time who listen to you, and you have to read. Then you see, Hazel, if there's a double L inside, 拉长那个音 bullying, there's double L, okay? And then you see the words like cell phone, right? Cell, 拉长那个音 don't say cell phone. Cyberbullying is bullying that take place over digital devices like cell phones. If there's a comma, pause for 1 second. Computers and tablet. 你敢去哪里? Take your own sweet time and read. Don't rush. You got 10 minutes to showcase to your talents to the examiner to score 30 marks and show hand and take all the marks. Get it? Oh, Hazel. 不要紧张，不要怕。你怕的话很简单哦。Okay, 家人我 know. Look at the mirror and talk to yourself. But of course, your parents call, Uncle Raymond, how come my daughter Hazel is talking to herself in the mirror? It's okay. You are supposed to do that, guys. Because in your presentations, hey, hello. Imagine Hazel, you are the CEO of Citibank. You know Citibank? Bank of China. You're going to, let's say, you know Bank of China. If let's say you are the CEO of 总裁, you're going to give a speech to 1,000 people. You do like, good morning, everybody. My name is Hazel. Today, hello, bro. Cannot, right? 对吗? You must bring out your articulation. You must. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I believe you know why you are here today. My name is Hazel. I'm the new CEO of Citibank. So welcome on board, and I'd like to share with a lot of things with all of you. 对吗? The first impression that you talk to people is the most important. Seriously. If you cannot, no point you see, to be honest, in your whole entire life, from P1 to Sec4, let's say this 10 years, most of the time, 90% you are writing. Only 10% is during your oral exam and your school oral exam, then you talk like. Okay, we don't talk about really talking like to teacher like that. I'm talking about the real exam. You only got 10% of your time talking. And the worst thing, Hazel, because in your real life, you got to work in outside world. You got to face with different kinds of people. And I'm telling you, because I worked in a multinational company before, I work in the bank, I work in the school, I work in a computer company. Recently, I just completed a part-time job in an international company selling lingerie. 我不是卖女人的内衣内裤, I'm doing the computer system. Okay, I'm doing training in Microsoft things. I work in a company like Fuji Xerox and things like that. We need to talk to people. We need to talk to the 老外. So you have to bring yourself out. You have to be brave. Okay? And these are all your friends here. Slowly, surely, definitely can do it. I like Zhonghen the way he reads sometimes. Very, the way he read might be a bit amor. It's amor, right? But I love it. I love the way this student reads. I don't give a damn and care. Your teacher say, Zhonghen, can you don't read like this? Hey, sorry, man. Your teacher will not last for you forever. You need to practice. Now you understand. Sometimes like 我朋友在教唱歌的，他会跟我讲那个抖音来，correct 啦。You learn music like do re mi fa so right. You must fine tune your volume. So you must get used to the kind of readings. Hazel. When I was your age, I was reading like that. It involves cyberbullying is bullying. Then you know what my students say? Hey, Raymond, FO lah. In very vulgarity. You get lost, don't read. Excuse me, Hazel. Today I'm sitting here giving talk. Sorry, those people who are laughing at me, where are they? I'm so sorry to say some of them in the prison. Some of them I don't know what happened. And I've been in the prison twice before. First time is I visited the prison as a student. Second time I brought my student to a prison, and it's not a nice place. Trust me, it's not a nice place. Okay, so well read, but you need your practice, your tonality. Ladies and gentlemen, your thoughts and ideas, okay, experience in this topic. Sorry, I did not put your name inside because I did not know you joined, so I will put your name now. So what is your surname? Can you type and send it to me, please? I cannot take it, children. I do not have the chance to see you face to face. When I'm thinking of next year, that at least 1 or 2 months, I need to see you face to face in a classroom and do a proper exam paper. I cannot. Recently, I saw my Sec 4 students. Some of them only write their name, Luo Ling. Then I say, where's your surname? Oh, must put surname one. Hello. You need, oh, thank you. Thank you, Miss Low, Hazel Low. So you need to, my dear. Surname is the most important things in life. You need to put in your exam, please put surname. When I mark paper, if I see my student don't put surname, I feel very OCD. I cannot take it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to spend some time on your own, and later I'm going to put it inside. Of course, you type in the Zoom chat, Hazel. I leave it to you. If you feel like typing, because it's a trial lesson, it's a first lesson. I don't want to force you, okay? But the rest of the 7 of you, please, Yibao, Hao Xuan, Jiarong, Ziting, Zhonghen, Luoling, and Xingyuan. I would like you to put on your own definition. So, for example, Yibao, you are a professor giving a talk about ideology. Get it? Okay? Xingyuan, you are a lecturer giving a talk to a group of secondary student or a university student. What is your definitions of ideology? And for goodness sake, for the past 1 hour, you heard me what I've explained about ideologies and cyber wellness. I do not want you to, okay, fine enough. If you want to Google it, please don't copy the whole chunk and put it inside. Please kindly modify it. And this is where, Hazel, this is where I help my student to do OQ, stand for own questions. Of course, before you change your sentence, right, to your own question, right? Remember, there's this thing called lifting. You know what's lifting, right? You copy every whole chunk and put it inside. So practice it. Okay, and for Ziting and Hao Xuan, I need you a more higher level to explain to me what is the meaning of ideology. Let's go. Okay, while you're typing, let's move on to the next topic. Can we do multitasking? This month topic, we are talking about adjective, and when we can do adjective, children, okay, Jiarong and Luoling and all of you listen. Okay, maybe you just hold on for a while before you type. So how can we use your adjective to put inside your ideology and cyber wellness? First of all, what is adjective? Adjective, because of time constraint, can you read to me, Ziting, the use?
The use of adjective is to add more meaningful and descriptive words to the noun. The adjectives can be placed more before the nouns or after certain verbs like to be, look, appears, etc. Descriptive adjectives are to help us to describe about the following things.
Thank you. The rest I think over. Thank you, my dear. Thank you. You see, Hazel, as a police officer, I need to use adjective, right? For example, in my office, someone if is a victim or someone call us, say, police officer, I saw a suspect. Okay, I saw a man who stole something in the shopping center or in the 7-Eleven. I have to ask how old is he, what color of the shirt he wear, how tall he is, how fat he is, what is the age, do you see any scar on the face or on the hand? Is there any tattoo? Correct or not? Right? Is it a middle age? Correct or not? So adjective is very important. Not for us as a police officer, we identify and we call out to make sure that we capture the suspect or the subject. So now this is one way to do, I call it sense. Okay, adjective is all about sense. Okay, sense, you know sense, right? Right? But we have an extra C inside, sense. Okay, you know sense, right? The smell, right? So we use this sense here to, in case you forget, when do we use, okay, these are the example, you know, Uncle Raymond like to use acronyms. Okay, so like this one of them. First, you know, adjective, you talk about the shapes. Okay, I have a very expensive round vase. So the vase is round. So from which country? Maybe ancient China during the Song Dynasty. The color, suspect moving towards Orchard Road, wearing a red t-shirts. Correct or not? Xingyuan. So imagine the suspect is Xingyuan. Suspect wearing a red underwear running in Orchard Road. Oh my God. Xingyuan was, hey uncle, I didn't say you. You're the police officer. You go and catch the guy who wearing the red underwear now. Okay, right. So there is the color. Okay, The very prominent one, if you want to catch people, usually you look at the hair first, right? 星爷对吗? Most of the time they will dye their hair. Imagine that person who is dye their hair in red color or green color. Wow, it's so easy to identify. 对吗? Okay. Condition made of woods, metal, robust. Okay, for example, you say this chair is going to be going to break soon anytime. Why? Because even though it's made of metal, why do you think the author say that? He said, hey, be careful, don't sit on this metal chair. This metal chair is going to break anytime. But metal, how come it can break? He said, anyone? Open up. Sorry, Hazel. It's not I want. I always have a rule called 5-second rule. If 5 seconds, if any student cannot answer me or pass. Very simple, Hazel. Ready? I give you a test. Ready? Can you unmute your mic? 5 seconds, you must answer this question. Ready? 2 times 2.
4.
You 1 second. Now you understand? If you take more than 5 seconds to answer 2 times 2 is 4, something wrong somewhere, right? 对不对？你明白我意思吗? So it's very simple. Okay. So if 5 seconds you cannot answer immediately, you are telling your brain to slow down already. You cannot afford to let your brain to slow down in thinking process. The only time you can let your brain rest is when you're sleeping. Get it? It's just like you are training your brain to be a bodybuilder. You know a bodybuilder? To muscle up. Okay? So no hard feeling. So where's my question again? I lost my question. Oh, why the chair made of metal? Then must be careful.
Because it may be soft metal, because metal is malleable.
Yeah, but metal 嘛，不是很稳咩？你说 made of plastic or made of paper， 我还了解，made of metal 嘞。Soft metal 也是可以做的吗？没有错哦。Let's say I'm arguing. I want my student to argue with me. You are supposed to win me, Okay? Anyone? 浩璇？不是浩璇，浩璇 yes， 浩璇。Why? Okay, so you can still give me your answer if you want. You can type it out. Okay, we have to do multitasking. Zoom, it's not like that. Sorry, just like imagine in a classroom. Okay, Ziting, I don't want to see ceiling. Thank you. Yes.
I got 2 things.
One thing. First thing.
The chair is rusty.
Second thing.
The chair may have cracks in it.
Awesome. Xingyuan, well done. You say rusty also. Well done. Get it now, Hazel. Think like a freak. Don't think like because it's soft metal, which is not wrong, You see? To stop blaming yourself already. At least you are telling your brain you're working already. That's the most important. Always think of this, Hazel. Within 5 seconds, you cannot give me the answer 2 times 2 is 4. Something wrong somewhere already. You have to check out already. Seriously. I'm not cursing you, Don't mistake. 我不是在诅咒你啊。你要知道， because in your life at this age, you are full of lot of things. Okay? And when you go to set 3, even worse. So stop blaming yourself. The more you blame yourself, you're killing your brain cell. It rhymes, Really, stop blaming yourself. The more you blame yourself, you're killing your brain cell. You ring a bell. I know it well, and I can tell. Jingle bell. All right, man, it rhymes, man. I know it's Christmas is coming. I'm so sorry. Okay, so well done. Yipao and Xingyuan. Rusty. And it's going to crack. Get it? So that is where the comprehension passage sometimes want you to think beyond what it is. Thank you very much. Time. Wow. I look at this old grandfather quotes. It reminds me of my grandfather who has passed away 10 years ago. And true enough, Hazel, I do have an old grandfather quote. And true enough, this old grandfather quote was owned by my grandfather, who during World War II, who really keep this grandfather quote until inside my storeroom now. 我真的舍不得丢了 because 这个 old grandfather quote helped me to improve my Chinese 作文。3更半夜，我不想睡觉，因为我在临时抱佛脚，平时不烧香。明天是测验了。当我要写第一个字的时候，咚咚的一声响起，我转过头去看，我的爷爷在那个沙发在睡觉。我反复的想到他经过了很多困难。This essay helped me. I still remember that. So this old grandfather God, give me or what? The essence to bring back my memory. Get it, huh? Expressions. So guys, you know, sometimes when your father come home or your mom come home, you know their expression can tell, like, Rolling, if your father come home, hello, Rolling. Okay, good, man. Today I can tell daddy to give me more pocket money. But if your daddy, why? Never do homework. Holy shucks, better don't ask him for money. Right? Same thing, Rolling, Jiarong, Hazel, and Ziting. Next time you're going to be mommy, right? Imagine your son come to you. Hi, mommy, you're so pretty today. Jiarong, you might say, cut the crap. What you want? Correct. Right, Ziting, correct. Right, so you know, mommy, I think I have something to tell you. You see, that is where the expression can tell. Uncle Raymond, why you tell me all this now? Hey, hello, excuse me. Next year you got literature book now. You got literature book now. You see, when the hand is fidgeting, what does it tell you? She's nervous. Correct now? Is her? Hey, as a police officer, I need to, when I'm questioning the suspect, the person, I call suspect, right? I don't know whether he's a real person. When I'm questioning that person, I have to see his body language, right? Correct now? Right, agree, Rolling? Imagine it's a pretty girl. Hello, 应聘的警察先生. Okay, I cannot take it alone. Cut the crap. What you want? So imagine, 警察先生, I got something. You know he's nervous, so there's something bothering him. Correct? Especially, you know, those are child abuse. When you go to the house, when you see the child got a lot of cane mark or burn mark or the child is like the hand holding the shirt very tightly the face is like that that is where you can tell the child is nervous, frightened, worried, things like that. This is where you can call in reinforcement, or you can handcuff the father, whoever, then further questionings. You see, adjective bring out the sense, bring out the so-called the smell. If you are doing literature, same thing, bring out the sense, bring out the shapes, color, size, condition, time, expressions, and the noun. You see, look at the one, the Koreans, the group of people who was being crushed, not stampede, crushed to death. Look at this, a huge crowd. You see now, remember last month we learned about collective noun, right? Remember? Collective noun, a crowd. But if you say a huge crowd, that means it's a few hundred, right? Now you understand the power of collective nouns, right? Some crowd, a small crowd. But if you say a huge crowd gathered together in a very narrow, a small lanes, one lane, you know already, one lane, huge crowd. Confirm already. It's going to be a disaster. Get it now? So don't look at this collective now. I will be introducing more. In fact, next year in January onwards, I will be introducing a few things in my mind. One is a topic that related that we'll be calling it a vocab week. That means everyone must find the vocab, and then at the end of the lesson, which is end of the month, everyone must, let's say, for example, I asked Zhonghan, maybe I tell you what is the meaning of expression. For example, this is a vocab. Then Zhonghan, you must tell me. Expression is talking about how the person feels using emotional feeling. Get it? So I want to train my student brains to get the vocab word immediately, like the 5-second rule. In fact, Hazel, 5 seconds too long already. You should be 3 seconds. But okay, I give the 2 extra seconds for you. So you see, if you say math, 5 seconds to know 2 times 2 is too long, right? 对吗, Hazel? You should be 2 seconds or 1 second, 对不对, Jingwei? Right? If I say 1 + 1, you must take 5 seconds, then something wrong, 对吗, Jiarong? So you get an idea now. You start the moment you trust me. The moment you practice like that is better. You know who is 少林寺功夫吗? 少林寺, 你懂那些僧人the monk you know every morning they practice the martial art, right? They practice until they really are so like, wow, it's so perfect. Get it now, okay? Okay, this is your homework. Okay, take note, please take a picture. Okay, you can choose to make sentences. I already told you, I think I cannot be a nice Uncle Raymond that never mind if you feel like doing, you do. Hazel, not you, I'm talking about the other 7 students. Because they have been with me for a few months. Okay, never mind if I feel like do. No, sorry, children. For now onwards, if I say homework, please hand in. Unless you are not feeling well, you got COVID, or you got your school exam, or you got because of CCA, things like that, or you sorry not to say that. It's all up to you lah. Even you give me 1 or 2 sentences, I'm still happy. Rather than don't give me sentences lah. Okay, Rolling, because of your untiredness for the past 10 months, you join me about 6 or 8 months. You realize every month, okay, sometimes you send your homework quite late at night, right? True, certain time. I enjoy it, Hazel. I seriously, I enjoy marking students' paper. As a teacher, you must enjoy Hazel, correct? Right? If you are a doctor, Hazel, are you there? Oh yeah. Hazel, you see, if you are a doctor, if you say you scared of blood, then don't be a doctor, right? Then if you scared of counting money, then don't become a banker, correct? No. You must have the word called passion. Okay? Because this is called professionalism. Hey, hello, excuse me. I'm training a leader. I'm not training a student. A leader stands for lead everyone and don't expect return. That's L-E-A-D-E-R, leader. Okay. Hey, this one somebody do it now. Right, Rolling, that day you do this, right? Is it you? Rolling and Ziting, right? Is that your question? Ziting, who do you think? Okay, so you see, Hazel, you know visual graphic text, right? This one, this one visual graphic text, right? In paper 2, do you know that? Right, you're express student, you know you got visual graphic text, right? This one. Okay, so visual graphic text, we have this a common understanding called the prata, P-R-A-T-A. You know it's prata like into jianping. Prata, right? Prata, you know roti prata. So I use these acronyms for prata, okay, which is they are talking about. Just a quick one, yeah, I can't do anything for me. So I just type here. Please don't share with anybody, Hazel. Because I can tell you, no teacher will use this method. Okay. So because I've been working outside work, I also doing my own business, okay, and I also doing brochure. So what is the purpose of this picture here? Okay, is it reliable? Of course, it's reliable. Who is the target audience? And what is the tagline? The tagline is for every child, right? Very simple. This is a set 1 of visual graphic text. But when you go to set 2 and 3, I tell you, it's going to be very tough. So these are the questions that came out from our dear friend. Who do you think is the target audience and why? The target audience are people who are living in the poverty country, in the undeveloped country. And this audience is to tell people that don't worry, UNICEF will come and save you and give you educations. Because education is an invisible tool for you for a lifelong learning, LLL. What is the purpose of including the pictures of 4 students carrying the bag? To show that they are, no matter how poor they are, or how far the distance they travel, without a proper attire, without a proper footwear, they will go there willingly with passions and love to want to receive education because they want to get rid of poverty. That's my answer to you. Okay, so I answer myself. What can you understand from the tagline UNICEF for every child? That means Rolling and Ziting. This is a damn bloody good questions. No child will be left behind. 对不对? Well said, man. I mean, sorry. I well said. You well asked. You well asked. I well said. Okay, no child will be left behind. Okay, next question. Give 2 reasons why you think the children are willing to go to school to learn despite being in poverty and not having proper uniform and shoe and to wear. Rolling and Ziting, I'm not the child, so I don't know, law. 你欠扁哪个人 must answer. Okay lah, answer lah. Because they don't want their next generation to suffer like their parents. So in order to get rid of these vicious cycles, they have to do some things to make themselves more literate, more educated, so that they can live a more, ready? C effect, the C. I'm going to use the A to Z factors also next year. Okay, all to help you to improve your writing. The C effect is to live a comfortable, carefree, and more creative and more caring environment. You see? Is that the C effect? Get it, huh? Okay, next questions. Hao Xian, and thank you for the 4 questions by the group Rolling and Ziting. So sometimes we break into group. Hao Xian, Yibao, and Xingyuan say, what do you guys think of the picture? Wow. 男孩子就是男孩子, straight to the point. What do you think of this picture? Very nice lah. Since you ask me like that, what do you think of this picture? Very nice lah. You cannot ask like that, my dear. What do you think about what does this picture want to pass a message? What message does this picture want to show? Get it out, children? So when you are the architect of the questions, you're the designer of the question. So you must design sweet one, nice one, good one. All right. So don't mind I talk like that. You must design in a way that is very creative for people to answer. That professionalism. What do you guys feel when you first saw the picture? Okay, this is not real. You will not, you have to take note, the three gentlemen. You know that this type of question will not ask in the examinations, but it's okay. I can accept these, children. You know why? Because I've really trained you, like the way you ask is in the real world, in the real environments. Awesome. When I read this question, I feel awesome. I feel the moment I look at this picture is that thank God, thank God. These children will be well educated and receive enough education so that not only they make their life better, they make this world even better, even more conducive, even more, I should say more better bonding, so that everyone have a chance to learn, to give back to society. All right, thank you so much. I like this question. Any more? How do you think the pictures complements the message of the poster is trying to portray? What is the to portray how do you think the picture complements the message of the poster is trying to say? So if I were to take it as that every child for this message, or either that is this, that's why you never put properly, Yi Bao, Tao Xuan and Zhou Hen and Xin Yuan, or was it who was inside? Xin Yuan, right? I think Yi Bao is not there. How do I know whether this is the message you're talking or talking about this message? So I will take this as a message. So every child must have a safe and equal condition. That means there is no, number one, no child abuse. Okay, that is very important. Okay, I cannot take bullying, I cannot take child abuse. When I was a discipline teacher, when I got any bullying case, good luck to the student. For me, I will put in a very heavy punishment. I don't care whether you're a boy or girl. If I find out enough evidence, if this child is bullying the rest, good luck to them. Okay, I'll definitely call. You know why not, Hazel? Because that guy who is being bullied, he will forever have the yin, right? Correct not? He will leave this scar, this bad memory for the rest of his life. Right? Every student going to school are supposed to have a happy environment to learn, a healthy relationship, and a harmonious teamwork, not the hell, H-E-L-L. So I feel that these statements compromise the picture because you can see they are holding hands, they're walking very casually, very peacefully, and they are learning on the next picture here with these children. They are very cohesive. They really share their information and the likeness. Okay, well, I mean the question welcome, but very different. What is the message? I don't know what you're referring to. How does a picture complement the message you're trying to go? Okay, so I think it's more or less the same of this one. Okay, thank you. Now, because of time constraints, I'm supposed to give you a test, but I don't want to scare you, Hazel. Okay, so there's a test for this one here, so I have to keep it for next round. So before that, can I have the answer for this one? Let's go. We got a couple of minutes. Let's move on to this one here. Okay, let's go. Yeah, get some water to drink. How long is the sentences? You can give me 2-3 lines for ideology, 2-3 lines for cyber wellness. That's it. Okay. I need to complete this project. Hazel, for you is optional. Okay, don't worry. If you like doing it, you do. All right. And then this will be your homework. This one must do. This one you have to do. If not, you will not understand what is the meaning of adjective. Okay. Okay, let's go, guys. Let's type and give me your 2 cents worth of thoughts. Thank you very much. I go to the restroom for a while. Thank you, Yipao. Yipao, there's your ideology, right? You haven't come out your cyber wellness, huh? Thank you, Luo Ling. Hey, where's your name? Oh, okay, here. And thank you, Ziting. Xian, you haven't finished typing, is it? Xian. You type is stop PE. Why is stop PE?
No, I typed wrongly.
Okay, so I don't copy first. Am I right to say that?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, sir. So you see, Hazel, when all these students put in their answer here, we learn through. Actually, Hazel, you're learning 7, let's say minus you, 7 times, so you're learning 14 different ideas. Good, right? So you got 14 new ideas there. So this is one way I feel that to help students. So like next few round next year, the vocab and the AZ factors and other new ideas can going to implement. You learn more things. At the same time, you must I mean not you, any one of you must contribute so that at least you share and learn. Okay. That's all. Seeing ideology is like communism and racism. That's all right. Yipao, you are getting very fast now. I like your ABC. You know it's your ABC now, Yipao. Your cyber awareness in your ideology. Why you mix with me more? Which one? Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry, Lolly. Lucky to tell me. Okay. Your ABC stand for your attitude, behavior, and character. Zhonghan ideology is the thoughts. I think next time I must set a rule. At least 2 to 3 sentences. Next time. So now it's okay. Okay. Because now I forgot you all are set 2 already. No more set 1. Agree now, Xing. Answer me, Xing. Xing. 算了，我在跟墙壁讲话。真是，我真的很伤心。我说 Next round, you all have to write 2 to 3 sentences because you are set 2 already, 对吗？哎，中文你写什么？中文写了哈。嘉荣你写了没有？我没有看到你的嘞。
I haven't write finish.
Oh, okay. You're still writing, okay. Okay, so Xing Yuan, you can I think the ideology is 比较短了哈，Xing Yuan. Can you give me some idea? Some more sentence or some more words or some more phrase? 若琳 that's all 若琳 That's all Is it?
Uncle Raymond, there's still more in the
我没有看到嘞。
like over there, cyber wellness. This happens when someone is being bullied online and is affected by it. That part.
Wait. I blur already. Cyber wellness can use with what? Correct what? Oh, this one Is it? Is it like this? Rolling. Am I right to say that? Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't see your thumbs up. I'm looking at because all the answer coming fast and furious. Sorry, Ziting answer, well done. Thank you so much, Ziting. Ziting answer, where are you? Where is Ziting? Ziting 讲了那个 cyber wellness 的 Okay, who did I miss? Cyber wellness is positive attitudes. Okay, I will look through. Ideology is the thought and ideas of belief of people. Okay, who I don't have, not get cyber wellness is the kind of kids online. Kids online, yes. The thing is ideology is referred to. Yes, I like the word liberalism and conservatism and socialism. Definitely your copies from somewhere in the Google, but that is true. I missed out that one. Thank you, Ziting. Well done. 不愧是你一个leader，很好。Hazel, oh, thank you, Hazel. I like the way you put the bracket there. Very smart move. Ideology there. What's wrong with this? Correct one. Oh, wrong spelling. Wow, great to see Jialong answer coming in. Where's Jialong? Jialong, where are you? Hey, Hao Xuan, where's your answer? I love to see your answer, Hao Xuan. Come on.
Mine, the one I wrote is about cyber wellness, not about the ideology.
Reverse the positive, this one
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so sorry. Okay, thank you, Bam. Cyber wellness copy. Cyber wellness is Okay, 中文 this one, right? Hao Xuan, your turn. So we can call it a day, Hao Xuan. Hao Xuan, your ideology as well as your cyber wellness. And Jialong, thank you, Hazel. I will put this in for the next lesson, number 6. Okay, because I don't want to take too much of time and I need to go and do the eye drop for my mommy. Okay, come. Okay, I'm waiting for who else? Correct me if I'm wrong. We left Jia Rong and Hao Xuan. Okay. Okay, while waiting for them, you can read. Hao Xuan, are you typing for me? Hao Xuan, are you there? Can you hear me? Thank you, Hao Xuan. Wow, you see. Whoa, you just use this word, man, Hao Xuan. I'm not saying the rest of you are no good, please, I don't do that. Hazel, you see that? Now you understand why I always look forward for Hao Xuan's, because he always think like a freak. And I like his answer so much. Seriously, this is supposed to be like that. If you want to come to my class, you must really get away of the old thinking. So the more you think like a freak, the more you think out of the box, the more you're more creative. You make learning more fun. No rigid. You know what's the meaning of rigid, Hazel? 不要死板板的，对吗？做人不要死板板，要灵活一点。加油啊，浩轩！还有一个 cyber security, cyber wellness. That's the end of the day of the lesson. Come on. Hazel, you don't see this in your tuitions or school, right? You share like that, right? Don't, so this is one way. Also for my upper secondary school, when we do social study and history, we'll talk really the whole context. We can talk about Joe Biden, we can talk about Xi Jinping, we can talk about discrimination in US, George Floyd. You know it's George Floyd, the black guy who's being pinned down by the police officer in US. So these are all, you really have to hasten. You must read Straits Times newspaper. Some of my students, I will be introducing to all of you New York Times, Business Times, those kind of English. This is you. Hey, hello. I'm preparing you for a global leader, not a school leader. Okay. So you must make this clear. Okay. I want to make sure that every one of you coming here is a global leader. Okay. Thank you. Hey, the seven of you, I feel being cheated by all of you. Not you, Hazel, you are not inside yet. And the seven of you very bad. And you all got your report book and never scan and send it to me. Because my boss asking me, 你不要这样嘞，我明天还要教书，等一下你们的 result 好不好？应该是很好的啦 ，OK？ 这样我可以加工钱吗？对不对？没有那个 supporting document 怎么办？因为我要 show off 给我老板看嘛 ，correct 呢 ？OK？ Right, thank you so much, all of you. You see that now, Hazel? Cool, right? You don't see it in school like that. How often you can get 40 students? And I do that in my school, Hazel. I really take the effort. And sometimes my class got special need. You know what special need, Hazel? You know what's the meaning of special need? That means autistic. You know what's autistic? ADHD, dyslexia. And I love to teach them. They are so genuinely good. But it takes a bit of time, right? Sometimes the class cannot get along. But once you get along, this you see the effect. Okay, so okay. Thank you so much, guys. I have to stop here now sharing. And I hope to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So your homework is that excuse me, I'm so excited. The homework that you're going to do is the adjective, right? 中文, right? Remember the scent, SCCENT. Very good to remember, huh? Right, so what is the sense? Just remember how to describe a sentence. Just before I go, if you want to describe 中恒, 中恒 is a handsome, rich, fat boy. Okay. Lucky C and okay, fat. So you see, I'm using 3 to describe. Maximum 不要太多 adjective, 明白吗? Use 3. That means you use a shape, a color, a size. Get it? Teacher never teach you this, huh? So please, you know why? You know why I treat for my research, Hazel, I realized in a comprehension passage, they always like to use 2 or 3. Then from there, you got a reserved 1 adjective to put it in. Get it now? So imagine if I say 中恒, don't mind before I go, 中恒 is a handsome, rich, fat boy, right? So how do I describe 中恒as an adjective? 中恒 is well fed. 中恒 is well taken care of. 明白吗? Get it now? Sorry, if it's well taken care of, 如果是没有 well taken care of, 你哪里会 handsome? 你哪里会 rich? Because of rich and fat, because 你丰衣足食，对不对? Right? Sorry, I'm not saying you're ugly. Imagine if I say the person is ugly, if I'm due to certain reason, right? Okay, stop it. I know you're handsome. You know you do this. So if I say a person is ugly or not handsome, that means 他可能他做过很多出工啊, you know what I mean? Maybe he work in a very unfavorable environments, a condition that's no good, or maybe he born in a poor family, he did not take care of himself well. Get it now? So that is where my next few lessons is going to be like that, doing drilling through. Okay, as what Yi Bao, I love your answer, and I love seeing your answer. Rusty, there's a crack. Well done. So you are creating the awareness. Hey, hello, be careful, the chair better. You sit, don't rock here, rock there. You know, got some students in class like to rock their chair. End up the plastic chair broke, no? I even have a student like that, broke the plastic chair, the plastic stuck through the back of the things and go to a hospital. I'm telling you, yes, seriously. Okay, in my 7 years of teaching, I've seen a lot of funny things. Okay, I got people take pencil and poke the S. Serious.